Hi, welcome back to my Summerween TBR, which is why I have this little spooky guy here. So, anyway, this TBR is a mess. Initially, I had 7 books I wanted to talk about, and then it turned into more, and I'm looking at my shelf and I see more, and yeah, I made mistakes. So I am gonna go crap. All right, so now that I have my laptop here, and I forgot to load up the prompts ahead of time, but anyways, this readathon is going to be hosted from July 2nd through July 8th. So this Friday to next Friday, and there are 5 prompts and it goes on 7 days, and I'm gonna try to read 7 books in 7 days, and yeah. So anyways, the challenges are: bake or make a drink with your spooky read, read a book in the dark, read a paranormal book, read a horror book, and read a book with black... Sorry. And read a book with black or orange on the cover, or both. So, anyway, I don't know if I mentioned, this readathon is hosted by Gabby Reads and OliviaReadsALatte, so shout out to them. We love them. I just saw my poster back there, and for some reason I didn't recognize it in my viewfinder, and I was slightly scared. Anyways, I'm gonna start off this TBR because I'm sure you can see all the books behind me on my bed. With the initial 7 I planned on reading for this, but then I felt bad because I got all of these 7 within the last month, and I'm like, crap, because there's other thrillers, mystery, horror that have been on my bookshelves for a lot longer. So anyway, to start off with the first book, and I am not going into detail on any of these because number 1, I go into these genres blind, so I'm not spoiled or anything, and number 2, because there's a lot of books behind me and I'm scared to edit this video down. So anyways, first off is Agatha Christie's Death on the Nile. Just figured this would be a short classic read, and I also have a summer reading program through my library where one of the challenges is to read it's either read a classic or actually read an Agatha Christie book. I forget which one, but I thought this would be a fun one to fill that. Next one is one that also doubles up for a challenge on my library summer reading program, which definitely is the read a James Patterson book. So that is Lost by James Patterson and James O'Born, and this just looks like a classic missing persons case book. Next is, actually I don't know anything about this, but it looks cool and spooky. That is Never Contented Things by Sarah Porter, and look at this, just look at that. I don't know much about it, but who wouldn't like this cover? Next one is This Is Not a Ghost Story by Andrea Portes, and I just like that tagline, love never dies, and the back says, I am not welcome, somehow I know that, something doesn't want me here, whatever this is, it is saying to me in a voice that cannot be heard but only felt, get out. Next one is one that I think I might try to actually read because it's a lot shorter, it's only around 200 pages, and that is Stephen King's The Colorado Kid, which is just what is it, the hard case crime books, and I know there's a new one, so I wanted to kind of start with the first one. This is one I picked up by accident, but it sounded really interesting, and I did read the back for this one, and that is 14 Ways to Die by Vincent Ralph. It literally just says 1 killer, 13 victims, 1 million views. And the tagline says you have to murder at least 3 people to be called a serial killer. The Magpie Man is looking for his 14th victim. It just sounded cool. And last but not least on the original 7 is Karen Slaughter's The Silent Wife. Alright, so next I don't know if I want to peel that or not, because holy crap, this just shows how long this has been on my shelf. and that is Dead Girls Don't Lie by Jennifer Shaw Wolfe. And literally the little half-price book sticker up there is dated from November 29th, 2017. Like, I've had this on my shelf since the one half-price books by me closed. Like, before that. And it closed a while ago. Yeah. So, anyway, I don't know much about this at all. But it's gonna go on the shelf because it's given it a chance to get off my shelf, my TBR shelf. Next is another one I've had on my shelf for a while because I've read another book by this author and I really liked, and I believe that book was called Survive. Dude, every time I talk about scary books, I like get spooked out and feel like something's watching me. And like, I caught a glint off of a book from my glasses and like I got spooked. Anyway, this next book is one that's been on my shelf for a while. I read 2 other books by this author, but when I bought this book I was halfway through another book by this author, and that book was called Survive the Night, and this book is called The Merciless by Danielle Vega. Oh, and then we have my soft read for the week, and I might include the other book with this because it's been a while since I've read both. I read the first one, but that is going to be City of Ghosts, and the sequel, Tunnel of Bones by V.E. Schwab. I believe I have the 3rd book as well upstairs somewhere. I didn't actually go upstairs to look for books because I think I have like a bunch of mystery thriller upstairs too. And I knew this video was going to be long enough. Another soft read if I start getting spooky or like too spooked out is going to be Murder in a Scottish Shire by Tracy Hall, which is like a new cozy mystery. This has been on my shelf for way too long. I bought it probably pretty quickly after the paperback came out, and that is Meddling Kids by Edgar Cantaro. And then this next book I'm just dusting off because there's something like there was like something on it, but I had this on my shelf for my first book con, and that is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Then we have one I don't even know much about, and I don't remember anything about it or why I bought it, but that is Shackled by Tom Levine. Another Karen Slaughter, which is Pieces of Her. I got it from Half Price Books for pretty cheap, so I figured I'll give it a try. This is the one we have that I bought specifically for Summerween before they even announced it was coming back, and that is The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. We have Too Good to Be True by Kara Lovering. Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. The next book is Bird Box by Josh Mallerman. The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. No Exit by Taylor Adams. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and Other Stories by Robert Louis Stevenson. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. After Anna by Alex Lake. Don't know if this counts at all, so I probably won't do it, but Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. That Night by Sin Balog. 6 Months Later by Natalie D. Richards. And also Gone Too Far by Natalie D. Richards. Gillian Flynn, Gone Girl. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I don't know why I just said that backwards. The Girl in the Train by Paula Hawkins. Light as a Feather by Zoe Arson. Poet Anderson of Nightmares by Poet Anderson of Nightmares by Tom DeLonge and Suzanne Young. I don't like how my lighting is working here. Hollow Dolls by Marcy Kate Connolly. Horrid by Katrina Leno. Rules for Vanishing by Kate Alice Marshall. The Last to Die by Kelly Garrett. Lies My Memory Told Me by Sacha Wunsch, which this is the only arc on my TBR, and this comes out October 19th of this year. Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick. Dangerous Lies by Becca Fitzpatrick. Don't know how well this counts, but The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Burns. White Fox by Sarah Faring. And if it counts, I don't want to get it right now, but I also have The 10th Girl waiting to be read too. The Fandom by Anna Day. The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. Pretty Little Wife by Darby Kane. One by One by Ruth Ware. People Like Her by Ellery Lloyd, My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing, The Trespasser by Tana French, and then 2 little novellas, Gwendy's Button Box and Gwendy's Magic Feather by Stephen King and Richard Chismar. And last but not least of the physical TBR is Prelude for Lost Souls by Helene Dunbar. While I'm here, I want to give a special shout out to my 2 audiobooks I'm for sure going to listen to, and that is Bunny by Mona Awald and Plain Bad Heroines by Emily C. Danforth, I believe. I don't know, and I don't know where my phone is to actually look them up, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the very fast TBR. My goal for the book, my goal for the week is to read 7 books, as many of them physically as possible. I haven't gotten a full work schedule yet, so I don't know about vlogging yet. I'm gonna try to daily vlog and upload every day, but I don't know if that's gonna work out. I might do 1 whole vlog for the week. I'm maybe leaning towards that, just because it's gonna be a little easier because I work in a restaurant full-time and we are short-staffed. I am looking over there and I'm seeing 2 other books I want to try to read this week. Hang on. Anyway, editing me is gonna have to add these in after, but that to the other, like, switch clips around, but that is, I also want to read Murder Trending by Gretchen McNeil. I just like looked over my shelf and it was like calling to me. And also The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek by Rhett McLaughlin and Link O'Neill, or Link Neal, which are the guys from Good Mythical Morning. Anyways, not sure how well I'm gonna vlog, or if I'm gonna do daily vlogs or weekly vlog. Either way, I'm gonna vlog. And yeah, I want to read 7 books, so I want to try to read a book a day. And that's the only thing I can think of that I'm going to try to do and try to be successful on. Anyways, I hope you guys are all excited and as excited for Summerween as I am. I'm really excited to get into some spooky books. So like, yeah. I don't know why I'm being so awkward. I'm gonna head out and I will talk to you guys on June 2nd.